Airlines and the government say that flight delays will take some time to resolve even after the government reopens. Our next guest runs an app that's called Flighty. It offers live flight tracking and alerts users about cancellations, sometimes even faster than the airline apps themselves do. Joining us right now is Flighty CEO Ryan Jones. And Ryan, you've got a free version of the app, but you also have Flighty Pro, which is a paid version that offers much more detail, imports more information. I would guess that business has been pretty good for you over the last couple of months.
It has. Thanks for having me on this morning. It's been particularly busy the last 4 days, but hopefully, I think, as you guys have mentioned, we might be seeing the end of it soon.
Yeah, let's talk about what you have seen. We'll talk more about your customers and the increase in business you've seen, but what is it that you do differently, and how are you able to actually let people know about flight cancellations, sometimes even before their own airline?
It's a great question. It's one of the first ones all of our customers or people that hear about the app ask, so thanks for asking. Basically, what we do that's different is we tap directly into the data sources that your pilot is getting. For example, in the United States, this data is public. It's going out to everyone so that someone flying their small plane or general aircraft can get the same information. We tap directly into that. And then we also tap into every other source we can find, which at this point is about 8 in the world. And one of the key differences is when we hear the information, we pass it to you instantly. And the airlines, they have to run it through their systems, like where are the planes, where do we want to position the crews, how is this going to affect passengers, do we need to run it through rebooking? So on our end, we really want to tell you instantaneously as soon as we know this information, and the airlines have other things they have to handle.
I'm guessing you do more than just tell people that their flight's delayed. In some ways, you're acting like a travel assistant to help them figure out what to do next.
That's right. After we get that data, we layer on some of our more innovative and exclusive features that you heard Brian talk about a couple days ago.
Yeah.
One of them is
Points guy.
As soon as we can tell that we watch your inbound plane. That's where about a third of delays come from. And, 4 or 5 years ago, people would always hit the where's my plane button. We do all that for you automatically. So we'll show you exactly where the plane's coming from for the previous 24 hours, which is great for, the last 3 days. Your plane may be on time, but it's going to go through Newark, and we all know what happens when you go through Newark. But you don't even really have to pay attention to it. Our systems monitor and tell you if your plane's getting too late to make your initial gate time. And we'll tell you, hey, we predict an initial 25 or 30-minute delay on your flight based on the cascades from the plane before you. And we have similar systems for the airports, for if the airports start to get congested.
How bad have things been this week? And are you seeing any signs of improvement to date?
Today's a little early, but yesterday I was very happy to see a good improvement. Basically, what we've seen from our end was Thursday, Friday, Saturday was around 4 to 7% of cancellations. And cancellations is a key number that we watch to see, because that causes the most reverberations through the system. And then on Sunday and Monday, those got up to 11, 12, 10%, which starts to get near this area of 15 to 20%, where things can get a little bit dicey, because that's where stuff can start to cascade. All these systems are so interconnected, and you can kind of cause a chain reaction between balancing planes, crews, passengers. We've all seen stories in the past where those things get out of balance, and the network, basically the airline has to do a reset where they move the planes around, move the crews around for a day or two, and then bring everything back up. And yesterday we saw, as far as I can tell, it was as soon as the Senate vote passed, ATC controllers, it sounds like from what we're hearing, there was great staffing yesterday, which was a huge, huge help to keep the delays down. And we're fingers crossed for the same thing today. But what we're hearing anecdotally is that there's a lot better attendance in the ATC towers today.
Okay. Ryan, I want to thank you for being with us. Just in terms of how many people have signed up for the pro version, the paid version of your app, what have the numbers been over the last few days?
The last few days have been about triple. It's probably still not worth it. We would rather have a more calm airspace. One of the really cool things that has happened to us as we've kind of grown over the last few years is, at this point in the U.S., on any plane, on any given plane, on any given day, 2 out of 3 have a Flighty passenger on it. So we've been really blessed in that regard.